That's the one major thing that's never been produced that needs producing. Lots of things have been produced, spaceships, all kinds of electronic gadgets, all kinds of electronic entertainment toys, etc., etc. But the treatment of people has never been really concentrated on. I mean, in a massive manner, so that people keep in mind that we are here. Theoretically, everybody's here to guarantee that no person is mistreated and that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. These are the reasons for the existence of people on the planet based on just what's in front of us until we are given a better reason. I can't think of a better reason right now, since that's the missing link. That's the thing that has everybody stressed. That's the thing that where we have these continuous conflicts and where people have many, many locks on their doors and people cannot walk the streets at night without fear of something awful happening. Shouldn't be that way. Nowhere on the planet. But it's all taken for granted in popular culture, the popular cultures throughout the world, particularly wherever black people are, that this is natural. Some places, among gangs and all like that, it is celebrated that this is what's considered the way to live. This is what is considered life. You look forward to it. Going out and killing people in the street and then run and hide and laugh about it. That's considered civilized activity to the extent that it is considered civilized. Most of the time it's not considered at all as being anything except just a way to do things. Since you're here on this planet and you figure you got to be doing something, why not do that? And then you have people who are well-versed, so-called educated people who look forward to amassing armies and going into battle and slaughtering people and then waving flags and talking about how great you are, as in the ways of the old Roman Empire and the Greek empires, building up in order to tear down over and over and over and over and over again, endlessly. The system of racism is designed to do that type of thing. It's mass insanity, and everybody's gotten used to it. Being a white person is supposed to have greater value than being a non-white person. Everybody on the planet understands that by now, who has ever been exposed to the concept of racism. You'd have to come to that conclusion. Well, because they don't understand it, does not say that it's not true, or rather, it doesn't. It says that it's either true or false. Now, the statement that I made is either true or false. I have taken the position based on studies, based on everyday observation, based on everything I've ever heard and seen over a long period of years, that there is such a thing as white supremacy. Now, that statement is either true or false. And everyone who has heard anybody say that, not just me, should just check and see if it's true or false. Because it's a very important thing to find out if that is true or false. Because if it is true, then there's a serious problem on this planet, worldwide. And if it is false, then there's no need for NACP or any of the rest of this. Black History Month or anything, any people talking about blackness or anybody talking about affirmative action or diversity or any of these. You can just take all of that. Just take all of that and gather up all those words and descriptions and whatnot of a situation that doesn't describe anything and just throw them all in the trash can and declare that none of these concerns warrant any attention at all. So that's the only question. See, everything in counter-racist codification, that's what I call it, is supposed to be based on truth. If it's not true, if these things that I have said, and maybe some other people, about the existence of white supremacy and what that means, orders of activity, economics, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war, worldwide. Now, either it exists or it doesn't. There's no way to split it down the middle and say, well, there's a little bit of it. There's no such thing as a little bit of white supremacy. It's either or. Either you have it or you don't. Now, if you don't have it, then people like Neely Fuller have been grossly misled, either by someone else other than himself, or by himself and other people, or by other people. Or he just made it up. He all concocted it in his own mind, and he's in his own world, and he has no contact with reality. But people can easily find this out simply by not taking his word for it at all, which is what I always recommend that people do when I say anything. Do not take my word for anything. Start with the presumption that I could be making it up, everything that I say, and then go out and check and see if it checks with what they are looking at on an everyday basis, wherever they happen to go. Could be that I'm delusional. Could be. I leave the door open for that. And it could be there is such a thing as white supremacy in all 9 areas of activity that operates worldwide 24/7, and that the non-white people are subject to that system. Now, that's a flat statement that's either true or false.